Alright guys, I'm back. So I've been gone, I don't know, probably half hour, 45 minutes. So I've got my water here. And I'm gonna measure this out. Now I want the exact amount of the water. So I'm gonna measure this. I'm actually not sure if I'll be able to actually mix this in this container. But what I do, excuse me, want to do is show you what happens when I mix the oils into the water. So I might have to put in something else to actually blend it, like back into my pot. But let's go here. I know I need most of this so I can pour away, but okay. So for perspective, this hang on, I gotta get the pen. My calculator's on my phone. That's great. Now I have to do the calculations the old-fashioned way. So I had this boiling long enough to keep it up to temperature that I don't have enough water. And I put quite a bit more extra. That tells you how much of it boiled off. So I am going to minus these, subtract these two numbers. Let's just get this out of the way because I may need to use that again. So I need to do a little old-fashioned math because I don't have my calculator. It's on my phone. I'm going to do a little old-fashioned math because I got to find out what's missing from this water and add it in. So, okay. So, I'm going to get my water here and I'm going to add just a little bit more. This is definitely not gonna. Okay, there we go. Okay, so next thing, I am going to put into this water is the glycerin. So a little touch up on the glycerin. Glycerin is a water-soluble ingredient, so it disperses nicely through the water. It does not disperse as nicely through oils, which is why it is not into my hot piece here. So I put this one because I've got my water measured out. This is my glycerin. I have pre-measured this, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that in there. Maybe you can't see that, but this is not the cool part. The cool part's coming. Okay, so we just give that a bit of a mix, and you can almost see it change color smidge, and that's because I have some of the oils with emulsifier on my spatula. So, if I get in there, I'm barely going to get it in there. So, okay, let's get this down. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm actually going to put my apron on for this one because I make a mess. If this beats all over the place, I'll be so mad at myself. So, when I get this going, sometimes my blender goes a little bit hog wild, and I end up wearing half of it. And this is one of the shirts I don't want covered in oil. I've got half my shirts I love in my closet are covered in oil, and I can't even wear them anywhere other than down here. So, all right. So let's show you what happens when I put that into here. And I may have to put into something else to blend it, but let's see. All right, here goes. Here's magic. See that? Let's just see how full am I going to get this thing. Okay. I want to scrape out every little bit I can because these ingredients have been weighed. I want every little tiny bit I can get out of there. So, yeah, let's do that. I am going to start blending this in here, but I may have to move back over here. See, my blender has been around the block once or twice. So So let's just see if I can pull this back. Okay, let's see if I can. Whoa! Don't drop the phone and break it more, Carrie. Okay, let's see if we can get this blended up. I may have to fidget things around a bit more here, but my blender has seen better days. I should splurge and get a new one. I've had this for many years, and yes, it is duct taped together, and then I really seal and cover it with plastic wrap each time I use it, just to keep everything under wrap. So it's saran wrapped down into the steel, and so I am just going to set that in, give a few little bangs. Can you see that in the video, how white it's gotten? This is also an important step. But you know what? I'm going to make a heck of a mess trying to blend this here. So I think I might just have to put it back into my pot. So that's what I'm going to do. Because I have been there, done that in a pot with too much. And then, yeah, it makes a mess. I'm just going to set that there. And I'm going to pour all this back into my pot. Whoa. I don't want to lose any of it. So let's just carefully pour it in here. The blending part of the lotion is also very important. Because if you don't blend it enough, the emulsion doesn't stick. So, okay, let's get all that into there. Just a few bubbles there. I'm going to leave those. I'm also going to put my vitamin E in there. The vitamin E I don't like to be on the heat. It's heat sensitive. So it doesn't get melted in with everything else. You want it to keep its integrity. So I put it in. I usually get blending first and then I put it in, but I'm gonna put it in there now. Okay, so sorry you guys, are gonna get loud for a sec, but I gotta blend this really well. It's flying out. See, I'm glad I put my apron on, but that's just a teeny dot. So you blend and you blend and you blend to make sure the emulsion stays. You don't blend it enough, the emulsion will break. So usually I will blend a little bit more as it starts to cool off, but come back to this in a few minutes, but let me just see if I can bring you guys in and show you. Oops. Now it's starting to look more like a lotion. Oops, you can't really see that very well. Sorry guys, my lighting really sucks down here, but still really, really hot. Which brings me to the next part of my recipe. Forgot to go over these ingredients before I started, but I usually go over these ingredients one time before I go ahead with everything. So the preservative is the last thing that I'm going to put in. My preservative, and they're all different, my preservative needs to be below 50 degrees. Celsius. I can't remember. Anyways, it's below 50 degrees. I got my thermometer. So I can't put it in yet. If I put it in now, the heat of this stuff is going to kill the preservative. And then I'm back to square one. So this is going to sit for a while. As a matter of fact, I am going to go ahead and measure out my preservative though into my little handy dandy container here. So it's ready. So I think that's what happened years ago. I had one batch of lotion go bad on me, and it was probably 7 or 8 years ago. And I believe it was because I forgot the preservative. And luckily for me, I don't think that I had actually sold many of the bottles, or any actually. I don't think I had actually sold any. So I noticed it right away. And yeah, I don't do that again. Because if I had sold that to somebody, I would have been really upset to know that that had happened to them. So I'm glad that I didn't have it sold to anybody. So I am going to measure out this preservative. I usually put just a smidge more preservative because I know I can't get it all out of the bowl. So anyway. I've got that. That's going to be last. This probably won't be actually finished until probably later this afternoon because it actually takes a surprising amount of time for this to cool off. So I'm going to come down here from time to time and give this another blend. Make sure that everything is like incorporated and staying incorporated, not splitting back apart. Which is why I blended the heck out of it the first time because the emulsifier needs to be like agitated together with everything to make it stick. So there it is, and as it cools, it will start to thicken, and then when it gets cooled off, I will add the preservative. So next is, oh, the one thing I didn't touch on in this video is adding the scent, and this is a main batch that I'm making. Sometimes I will make this batch and I will put the fragrance in, but this I'm going to create a couple different fragrances for one of the stores that my products are in. So I incorporate that into the recipe because I want to preserve everything. So the small amount of essential oil or fragrance oil that I put into the recipe is incorporated into the main batch so that the preservative is taking care of everything. So I have yet to decide what I'm going to do. I will probably do lavender, and then I don't know what other ones I will do. A nice light little summer ones, so I gotta look around and see if anybody has any ideas what they want. Shoot me a message or comment or whatever. So, but lavender people seem to really like, and it's very soothing, and it doubles as a really nice moisturizer if you've had too much sun, because lavender is very soothing on the skin and stuff. So yeah, so the one thing I did want to show you while I have you guys on here is my soaps that are curing. These soaps are just, let's just move this out of the way here so it can cool. Actually, more coffee first. I have my soap dryer here. These are soaps I made a few weeks ago, and I don't know if I did it on here, but I did it on TikTok, where I did the cuts of the soap. I could take this off because the lotion's not going to spit at me now. But I do like to keep it handy. These are the soaps that I did a couple weeks ago. I think I posted them on TikTok. I don't know if I posted them on Facebook or not, but yeah, they're gorgeous. This is the Dragon's Blood. If you haven't watched my TikTok, you should go and check out the color of this compared to now. This darkens so much. And it actually is a really dark fragrance oil, so I know it's going to do that, but the colors just pop on that now. And then I see up top. So that's the Dragon's Blood. This is my Agave Lime. Probably it would work better if I came this way. This is my Agave Lime. Let's see. Okay. This is my Plain Jane one. This is Honey Notes. There's no fragrance, no color, no nothing. Very good for sensitive skin. And this one is my berry one that I'm still thinking of a name for. So, but then I made, I think actually I did that on here. I think I did the live about the one underneath. So let's just show you those ones too. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to package these little guys, but they're super, super, super cute. These are little guys that I made with my soap bits. I still have to trim the edges of them. So there's this one, and there's soapy bits in there. So super cute, and they're just tiny little soaps. Not sure how I'm going to package these ones or what I'm going to call them, but they will be packaged in something for the summer. So yeah, this one is cherry. This one is mint, clearly. With something else, I'd have to Isn't that sad? I'm so busy I can't remember what I put in this. So it's something with mint and a fragrance of some kind. I'd have to look up the recipe, but these have a couple more weeks left to cure, and then they will be ready to go. So these ones I think are just about done. So these ones are going to have to go into a store somewhere, whether it'll be a Noosa or Walkerton, or Port Elgin. I don't know. They'll be somewhere. So yeah, that's them. I should make some more. I don't know. I feel like I bore you guys with the soap stuff, but you can let me know. So that is it. I will let you guys know where these are going to go when I've got them made, what scents they are. Maybe I'll come back on and show you the packaging. Haven't decided what packaging I'm going to put them in yet, so I will let you know. Time for lunch. Thanks for watching me, guys.